So the WNBA are prepping. They are prepping. Well, WNBPA, sorry, they're prepping for a lockout, and they're prepping for a work stoppage, and they're honestly doing it in a way where they have absolutely well, they're basically just trying to get every bit of leverage they can over the league, and they should be. They should be, honestly. I mean this when I say this. The players should be trying to get leverage. The players should be getting every bit of leverage. Like, some people think where I'm like, oh, sometimes where I think the players are delusional or calling out players that you don't want the players to get the one. No, I want the players to get as much money as possible, but I want it to be a season. My preference is that there's a season over the player, not that I couldn't care less. I hope the players get paid as much as humanly possible, but I want there to be a season. And if there's no season, then yeah, the people that are preventing it pre-season, I'll be a little bit pissed at. But anyway, it says here, as CBA negotiations continue, the WNBPA has launched Player Hubs, a global network of training sites at universities and athletic facilities in the US and Spain, giving WNBA players access to courts, weight rooms, recovery spaces when team facilities are unavailable. Which means they are going to strike. The only time team facilities are going to be unavailable, well, there's two situations. They could be a case where there are players that are, say, on the fringes. They're signed 10-day contracts. Maybe the WNBA can allow them to use those facilities. But the only chance the team facilities aren't going to be available is if there's a lockout. Realistically, that's it. That's it. It is a near certainty, I think. Some of the locations include California, UNLV, NY Office, Bay Club Network, New Heights, Brooklyn, Manhattan University, the Embassy, Spain, a host of other locations across the world. Stewie said, I will not be here with Spain. I think it's probably something like, there's so many players overseas, they have to put it somewhere. It's probably going to be one in Australia too. But the strike is coming. It's January. The strike could literally come on January the 10th, in 2 days' time. And then it could come tomorrow for all we know. For all we know, the strike could come tomorrow. And, it's a situation now where they could absolutely strike tomorrow and unstrike in March. And it's in the same position as if they don't strike. It just means the only thing is the strike is performative. The strike is performative. We got to be real here. The strike is completely performative. It's not going to have any relevance right now. Whether they go on strike now or whether they go on strike in 3, 4, 5 months, that matters. If they're still on strike and the clock hits April the 1st, then we get worried. But right now, any strike now is performative. Any of these things have to be in place because, let's be real, even though the players are absolutely going to go and they voted 98% they're okay striking. They're definitely being if we do strike, what do we do? And now they at least have something. They at least have something for the players. So the players working out, it is what it is. So yeah, let me know. Do you guys think that this really means anything? I think the reality is that they at some stage are going to go on strike. I don't think it matters. I actually don't think it matters. The only thing that it matters, it's an 8-month off season. If they are still on strike on April the 1st, then we get worried. Till then, no. It makes no difference whatsoever. You're just going to see teams stop posting them on social media. Players that are injured not being able to... Players that are injured necessarily aren't going to be able to rehab with the teams anymore, but they'll just rehab at one of these sites if they want to, or they'll go... If they have the money, they'll go do their own shit. Or they'll just, rehab like normal people. Rehab like normal people in, kind of at home, which is a bit of an odd one for an athlete, for a professional athlete. But, again, it could happen. But, yeah, it's it is one of those things where who's paying for this? The WNBPA is paying for this. It's probably not going to cost that much money. It's like, it's literally, I'd say it's just an agreement. It's just an agreement made with a bunch of college teams and pros being like, look, will you let our players use this? Will you let our players do this? And we'll what you call it? We'll give you a bit of money. At the end of the day, that is it. Like, it is what it is. So, Chicago's guy needs better amenities. Chicago's guy, you're not wrong there. They're not wrong there. And I don't know what's going to happen again. Strike means they stop wishing happy birthday to people. Like, that's basically what you're getting. Strike means you're not going to see WNBA posting random shit on social media. They posted a lot of happy birthdays today. They don't post happy birthday every day. Will they post happy birthday on the 22nd? That's the real question. That's the real question. But look, again, it is one of those things where it really, really is a like, it's something that's going to happen. And as soon as they voted that they're willing to authorize a strike, you kind of knew it was going to happen. But again, a strike now is completely performative. This is basically two organizations, the WNBPA and the WNBA, trying to almost fight each other for leverage. They're fighting each other for leverage, and that is what this whole thing is about. No agreement is going to be made anytime soon. Somebody's going to have to give. Somebody is going to have to give. Some team is going to have to, one of the groups is going to have to eventually give in to an extent. But yeah, honestly, it's going to be a really interesting one to see which side gives in. I don't think the owners will. I think the players, look, I've said this, what I've said, and I'm like, it is probably a case where 20% is what the players could go for. I think the players want 30. Maybe the players can get 22, 23% in terms of revenue, in terms of the rev split. And that is still, based on the revenue that the WNBA brings in, is a higher percentage than, that is something where you're like, okay, they're making a higher percentage than the NBA players. So yeah, look, that is pretty much it, lads. What do you guys think in the comment section below? Do you guys believe that this is something that really matters? Do you guys think that a complete performative strike is relevant in any way? I don't know if it's relevant, to be honest, but look, it's something that's almost certainly going to happen. So anyway, yeah, that's the video. I'll see you guys.